Well, we have some adorable pets for you to meet on today's show, and we'll also give you some details on our upcoming Hip to Snip Free Spay and Neuter Day. That and so much more this week on Pets on Parade. Well, good afternoon. Welcome to Pets on Parade, the Arizona Humane Society's weekly TV show brought to you by 3TV. I'm your host, Ashley Goebel. We're so glad you could join us today. Our shelter got a makeover, and after 56 years of housing Arizona's loving pets, we finally got a facelift. And here's some photos. We're getting them remodeled. This is a before picture you see, but thanks to a generous donation made in memory of Mary J. Leader, we are getting brand new kennels, and here they are now. Still in the process, we're still working through it, but should be finished up this weekend. Mary was a true animal lover, and we're so thankful for her generosity and the way that she helps just thousands of animals. It looks absolutely fabulous in there. Well, today's show features several adoptable pets. We have some real cuties for you to meet, and every shelter animal has a story to tell. We're going to start off the show with Molly, whose tale is of survival. This poor little girl was found by EAMTs, and Lisa, she had a serious eye injury. If you see on today's show, if she glances into the camera there, she only has one eye.
She does only have one eye. She was a call that came into our EAMTs. She is just one of the 11,000 calls that our EAMTs get each year. And someone called and said there's a stray cat injured with an injured eye. And then we made an appointment to come on out with her. And by the time our EAMTs got there, she had worked her way not only from the yard into the house, and the person who called it in just absolutely told us she has a wonderful personality, and she really does. She's only 7 months old, and we aren't sure how her eye was injured, but our Second Chance Animal Hospital, the techs and the veterinarians there, looked into her eye, and we weren't able to save it, so we did remove it, and the hair is just short around her eye. Once her fur grows in, it won't be quite as noticeable. But she's a dainty little 7-month-old cat, and she was in our foster program. Barb fostered her and told us that just like she made her way into that woman's house as a stray, she is going to make her way right into your heart.
She is such a beautiful girl, and she's just been given that second chance, and now all she needs is that forever place to call home, and we're hoping that Molly's lucky day is today. Now up next we have Nellie, and she's one of my favorite kitties on the show today. There's one thing that you should know about this American tabby cat. She loves to play, and Perry pipe cleaners are her absolute favorite toy.
We've got several here for her that she had in her kennel, and loves to play with the pipe cleaners. Most cats do, so it's just one of the many toys that Nellie likes here. This is a very, very sweet cat. I had her on my lap. She's just the perfect little lady. She sat there. She loves little chin scratches.
Here's a photo of her, Perry, in her kennel with 8, count them, 8 pipe cleaners all over the place. She's a busy girl.
So she's low maintenance, right? You're not going to have to spend a lot of money on to keep her entertained. And, you know, she's been at the shelter since February 18th. I have no idea why. She's a hopeful heart, so she can be yours for $20. She's just a really, really pretty tabby. Enjoys, like I said, the chin scratches here. Look at that. She's very, very content when she's not playing with those pipe cleaners. And she's also, comes with an added benefit, she's an excellent bug catcher. So if you need a bug catcher in your house or a little rat, I think Nellie's the gal.
She's a busybody, very independent girl who's always on the go, adventurous, and like Perry said, she's just been at the shelter for way too long. So give Miss Nellie a chance. Now up next we have Misty Blue, a beautiful Duluth calico kitty, and if you have a cat at home, you've probably seen them perform what we like to call the elevator butt pose, and it's when they put their front end down and then their tail is flagged high in the air. Misty Blue here loves to pose like this when you brush her, and I call it the elevator butt, although the technical term for the posture is the Lord Otis, Lisa. So, yes, I've learned that, and it's just a declaration of friendship and an invitation to come closer and keep on brushing. And let's see if Misty Blue here will do it for us while you're talking.
Misty Blue might be a little too nervous here under the bright lights to demonstrate that for us. You'll have to take our word for it. But this is Misty Blue, and she is a full-figured girl, so she could benefit from turning her elevator butt into a few yoga moves once you adopt her. She is 2 years old, and she has these adorable, cute cheeks that you can just pinch, and she's just so sweet. But she actually was adopted, and the people took her and were planning on traveling with her, and she was going to be a motorhome kitty. Well, she told them very quickly that she likes her feet firmly planted on the ground.
Like most cats, I think.
Right. She's much more of a couch potato. So she is certainly looking for a home where they are gonna just keep her around the house, no car rides, except for maybe just that short ride home from the shelter.
Absolutely. Thanks, Lisa. Now it is time for our breed of the week. We brought along a beautiful Scottish Fold kitty for you to meet. His name is appropriately Scotty, and he's got very unusual ears, but it is a trait of the breed. Perry, tell us about the Scottish Fold.
Well, Ashley, Scotty here and all Scottish Folds can trace their ancestry back to one cat in 1961 in a barn in Scotland named Susie. They're all descendants of Susie here. And this is a gene mutation that causes the little ears to be folded. That's where they get their name from. It's actually a defect in the cartilage that causes them to be this way. And 1961, they became an official breed in 1966, and they're extremely popular now. This is a breed that is very, very intelligent. They're kind of dog-like. They'll follow you around, they'll do some fetching. They're very, very affectionate also. And they have a couple little peculiar habits here. She's going to fold up to me right now. The peculiar habits are they like to sleep on their back, Scottish Folds. And when they do lay down frontwards, they stretch out with both front legs and back legs out with their belly on the floor. So it's that's a lot of the pictures I've seen of Scottish Folds show them that way. And Scotty here is your typical guy. He's very, very active, loves to play. Again, he's like dog-like. He'll follow you around the house. He'll let you know when he has to eat, let you know when he wants to cuddle. He's just a very, very smart boy. And look at that pretty little face with those very distinct ears.
So round, so cute, and like Perry said, he's a vocal boy, so he'll keep you up to date on how he's feeling and what he wants at that very moment, and that is Mr. Scotty. Now, my favorite kitty is up next. I've spent a lot of time with Squeaky. He's been hanging out in my office for the last couple of days, and okay, he needs a little bit of time to warm up. He's not always comfortable and confident in new places, but just give him a few minutes, Lisa, and he is so affectionate. You'll just discover that he's just the most sweet, loving boy, and he's got a rumbling purr.
And it's so sad for animals like this. I think it's very hard for them to get adopted, and that's why he's been with us so long, since February 28th. That's just way too long for a cat to be with us. Although we try, and we all try to give them all their individual attention each day, he gets very shy in his kennel, so he's not one of those kitties that's going to be reaching through trying to play with you when you come look at him, so I think he's sadly overlooked. He is very, very sweet, but when you first pick him up, he kind of freezes, and so I think he makes people a little bit nervous. But please, when you come meet him, have one of the volunteers help you, and take your time. He is very, very sweet. He has this adorable little spot, little birthmark on his nose, and he does purr like crazy, and he makes the cutest little noises. He's got another little interesting fact. His tail at some point in his life must have been broken because it's got a little kink in it. But vets checked it out, and no problem, no pain. It's just a little something to add to his wonderful personality.
Oh, well, he might have to help me co-host the show for the rest of the show. We'll see how he does. And these are just a few of the many cats that we have at our shelter. Here's some photos of a few more. All of the cats have been spayed or neutered and vaccinated prior to adoption, and they also receive a free follow-up veterinary exam. You can see them all by visiting our website. It's azhumane.org. Stick around when we come back. We'll tell you all the details about an upcoming hip to snip and at our public clinic. We'll be right back.
I'm gonna light you up. I'll punch you in the face.
Heart-stopping confrontations as seen through the eyes of Valley Police.
It's great audio, it's great video.
Captured by tiny cameras, the focus of a one-year high-tech real-world experiment.
The video can't be manipulated.
And although it's hard to argue with the evidence they deliver, see why not everyone is ready to make them standard issue.
Do you find yourself acting differently knowing everything you're doing is on camera?
Monday on Free TV News at 9.
Me? I just moved here from out of state, so it seemed like the right time.
I spent a lot of time finding the right car. Then I called Amica for the best car insurance.
Who chooses Amica for car insurance? People who call for a great price and discover an exceptional value.
So we just got married, and now we have to decide whose car insurance we're going to keep.
There's no way I'm leaving Amica.
I know.
I'm not.
She's not.
Me? I have a new house, so I saved a lot of money by getting auto and home insurance when I called Amica.
And their life insurance is really affordable, too.
Saving money is a good reason to call Amica for a free auto insurance quote.
Me? I think when you compare the coverage, the service, the price, and our financial strength, you can't make a better call.
And when you call, you always talk directly to Amica. There's nobody in the middle.
Go online or call for your free, no-obligation quote. It's fast and easy.
We're ready for your call right now.
Welcome back to Pets on Parade. Joining us now is one of the Arizona Humane Society's veterinarians, Dr. Bradley. Welcome to the show.
Hi, it's been a while.
I know, it has been. Now, Dr. Bradley, you've been at the shelter for how many years now?
Going on 8 years.
8 years. And you work in the Second Chance Animal Hospital, and you see the devastating results of pet overpopulation on a daily basis, correct?
Absolutely. It can be anything from the extremes of animal cruelty to just dogs and cats getting hit by cars, or animals, getting in fights with one another. We see it every day.
It's so heartbreaking. So many strays that come in, and of course the unwanted litters of puppies that come into the shelter. We see so many every single day, that new arrivals, and I hear that Maricopa County is second only to Los Angeles for pet overpopulation in our community.
That's true. We have so many unwanted pets, puppies and kittens that are born, and it's so frustrating because it's so preventable through spaying and neutering your pets.
Absolutely. 90,000, they reported last year, ended up homeless in the valley and around Arizona, and it's just heartbreaking to hear that half of those ended up being euthanized just because there's not enough homes for them and not enough adopters. And of course, pet overpopulation is a huge crisis in our community. So the best thing that we can encourage people to do is spaying and neutering. And you see here on the screen a chart that kind of explains a breakdown of how many pets just one male and one female that aren't fixed can produce. Explain that a little bit.
Yeah, just basically in theory, one female dog in a 7-year period can generate over 60,000 puppies. One female cat in a 6-year period can generate well over 400,000 kittens. So I mean, they just exponentially reproduce.
Right, and then there's so many that end up at the shelter, especially during these spring and summer months. We see so many litters like these guys, a litter of 4 that came in. They're just arriving daily, and it's just heartbreaking to see. Now, of course, spaying and neutering is the best alternative to, just trying to reduce this pet overpopulation crisis in our community, and there's a lot of benefits to spaying and neutering.
Absolutely. When you spay or neuter your animals, especially when you spay or neuter them young, especially the females, if you spay them before their first heat, the chances of them getting any mammary tumors or neoplasia that way is basically nil. It helps with aggression, it helps with a multitude of health issues, and their wanderlust. If they don't have that desire to run and chase things and that sort of thing, plus just the health benefits, and they're going to be more desirable as a pet if they're not in heat, if they're not exhibiting those kind of naughty things that come with being in heat, or the breeding, humping the legs and things like that sort of thing.
All those embarrassing behaviors.
Absolutely.
Now, these guys are pretty young, these little puppies we have here, just 9 weeks old. What is the safest age? I mean, a lot of people are concerned. They think they should wait, until the pet's a year or 6 months before they get
Well, those are all fallacies. I mean, ideally, the ideal time to spay or neuter your pet would be probably between 4 to 6 months of age, just because they would be, ideally you would have them current on all their vaccines by 4 months of age. But we can safely spay and neuter dogs and kittens at as early as 2 months of age, as long as they're of body weight and in good health. And we routinely do. These guys are only 8, 9 weeks old, and they're doing fine.
They do, and you know, the Arizona Humane Society makes it pretty easy. We have 2 public clinics. We, throughout the year, offer low-cost spay and neuter services, and occasionally we offer these services for free through our Hip to Snip, which is coming up on April 18th. So Hip to Snip, it's free spay and neuter surgeries. Check-in is at 6 a.m. This is only at our Marge Wright low-cost public clinic on Hatcher, so make sure that you're aware of that. Space is limited, and it's on a first-come, first-served basis, and definitely want to just encourage people to spay and neuter their pets.
Right. As far as further information on that, go to our website, azhumane.org, and it'll talk to you about pre-surgical instructions and when to feed them and all those types of things.
Right.
So just check there, and that should answer all your questions.
Perfect. All right. Well, there's more information, like Dr. Bradley said, at azhumane.org. Dr. Bradley, glad you could be here today, and thanks for all the information. We appreciate it. Stick around when we come back. We'll introduce you to some homeless canines.
Don't miss sea lions up close and personal on exhibit at Wildlife World Zoo and Aquarium. Plus a baby white tiger, black jaguar, and the amazing river monsters exclusively at Wildlife World Zoo and Aquarium in the West Valley and at wildlifeworld.com.
Announcing the huge inventory reduction sale going on now at Little Dealer Little Prices. Over 400 new and used RVs, pop-ups, travel trailers, fifth wheels, motorhomes, and toy haulers all on sale now. Little Dealer Little Prices is your lightweight RV trailer specialist. See Arizona's largest selection of ultralight trailers, all with little prices. Ultralight travel trailers from just $59.90 used or $99.90 new, while supplies last, only at Little Dealer Little Prices.
Little Dealer Little Prices, big on selection, really big on saving you money.
Little Dealer Little Prices, 3 convenient locations.
Need cash? The bucks start here. Title bucks. Big bucks. No whammies. We say yes. Good credit, bad credit, no credit. Get more bucks with your title. 1,000, 3,000, even 5,000 bucks. Title bucks take any make, any model, any year. If you've got your title, we've got your bucks. Get your bucks quick with Title Bucks. 30 minutes or less. Turn your car title into bucks at Title Bucks.
Save 75% on area rugs. I'm Ingrid from World of Rugs. I'm slashing prices on a huge assortment of designer rugs. You'll save up to 75% during my stock reduction blowout. Don't miss the final days happening now at World of Rugs.
Welcome back to Pets on Parade. Just a couple of fun and exciting things going on at the Arizona Humane Society. First, you're invited to take part in the Alliance for Companion Animals, which is an exciting new initiative that's about to launch in the Valley. You can join us next Tuesday at Heritage Square from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. for an exciting announcement about a community-wide campaign to help tackle pet homelessness in the Valley. There's more information on our website, azhumane.org. Now, AHS's Service Day is coming up on April 20th, where animal-loving teens can put their compassion into action and spend the day helping homeless pets at our shelter. It's at the Campus for Compassion, and they'll learn how they can make an impact in the community and help those homeless animals that we see on a regular basis. You can register online now at azhumane.org. Lastly, New York Pizza Department is having a Pets and Pizza benefit for AHS on April 27th and 28th. They'll donate 25% of dine-in food purchases to AHS that weekend, and you can even bring your dog for pizza on the patio. So how fun would that be? I'm looking forward to it. All right, well, today's lineup is a great example of what you would see any day you visit our shelter. We brought along some adorable dogs. First up, a cute litter of Chihuahua puppies. And Lisa, these pint-sized puppies are all about playing. They're named after the Muppets, and they're making all kinds of cute noises over there.
I know, that puppy whine is so sweet.
It's irresistible.
Yes. These are the 3 boys. This is Trilo here. This is Mert and Wilkins. These 2 are wrestling friends. They look the most similar, and at any given time you look in their kennel and they have each other turned on their backs, upside down, all over the place. This little stinker here is quite the chewer. Anything we put in there, loves to chew on it, runs around, picks it up, is a toy stealer. So that means you're going to need to watch your shoes once you bring them home. Oh, and listen to that cry, saying, adopt me, adopt me.
That's what they're saying.
Yeah.
They are so cute, Lisa, little bundles of enthusiasm. They may be small, but boy, they have lots of energy. Cuties. All right, up next we have Fox, who likes to be part of the pack, and he came from a home where he lived with other dogs, but now he's looking for that forever home, a new home perhaps. And Perry, we would love to have send him home with a dog his size that he can romp and play with. And tell us what kind of home would be best for him.
Well, Ashley, I think he's going to really love a canine pal. Like you said, he did come up with 2 other dogs, and you're going to meet a friend of his, a little wild bear. But Fox here, we're calling a Alaskan Husky mix. Look at those beautiful blue eyes he's got. He is so well behaved. He walks very, very nicely on leash. He's just a real gentleman. And I think he's going to be just a very mellow guy. But don't let that fool you, because on the other hand, he does like to hike. He's going to be an excellent hiking doggy. He walks, again, very, very well on a leash. He's very, very walks very nicely, you know, trained obviously, and I think he's going to be just a great family dog. He's a little shy right now, a little hesitant of strangers and stuff like that, but he settles in nicely, and I think that this is going to be just a wonderful guy to come home to. This is Fox.
Icy blue eyes. He is a handsome boy. Thank you, Perry. Now we have a special guest today. Jackie is a huge animal lover and supporter of the Arizona Humane Society, and she's handling Nyla, like the Nyla bone. Jackie, welcome to the show. Glad you're here.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here introducing Nyla.
Yeah, tell us about her.
Nyla is a 3-year-old Boston Terrier Pug mix. She loves people, she loves kids, and she gets along well with other dogs. Nyla came into the shelter because her owner didn't have time for her, and actually she has spent most of her life living in the backyard, which is unfortunate because this breed actually doesn't do very well in the extreme heat. So she's looking for a home where she can be a big part of the family. Nyla does love to play outside. She loves to chase birds and stray cats out of the yard. And at the shelter, she has a bed she loves to snuggle up in and take her naps. And because of her short little muzzle here, Nyla does have a tendency to snore, but she's an adorable girl. She's super sweet, and again, just looking for a home where she could be a big part of the family and be the center of attention.
Well, thanks for helping and talking about her today, and we will be sure to find the perfect family for her. Thanks, Jackie. Now, lastly, we have 2 adorable little cuties, Snowy and Brownie. And just one look at these 2, you can tell they're divas, and they have their toenails painted, their bows in their hair. Lisa, they are just little dancing queens too, I hear.
They are. You'll find them in their kennel, dancing up on their hind legs for treats. And I call them the dog door divas of our shelter. They came in as an owner surrender. Someone could no longer care for them. They were matted a little bit, so they have short haircuts. But as you can see, someone at the shelter fell in love and painted their toenails. It's adorable. And they love every minute of it. They are little divas. They were part of our behavior program, so they've been around at the shelter for a week or 2. When they first came in, they were very scared, very overwhelmed by the environment that we had at the shelter. There's a lot of dogs there. But, you know, they have just fell in love with everyone they've met. They're friendly with dogs, friendly with people. They're just a little bit shy in the shelter environment. So when you come and meet them, take a minute, take them out to the yard, you will fall in love. They are an adorable pair, and they must stay together. They just get along wonderfully. Brownie's the bossy one here. The curly one's the bossy one. And she's a poodle, and this one looks like she is a Maltese. She's got straight hair. But come on down and meet them together because you won't be sorry. They're very, 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 very cute.
They're such happy girls too. Always has a smile on their face, just full of spunk and pizzazz. They're just such sweethearts. And they're just a few of the many dogs that we have at our shelter. Take a look. We have a couple of photos of a few more, and all of the dogs have already been neutered and vaccinated, and they're ready to go home today. So when we come back, we'll introduce you to a few more adoptable dogs as well as our special pet.
We're all set to bundle your home and auto insurance together. I'll just press this and you'll save on both.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let's get ready to bundle!
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Let's get ready to bundle and save. Now that's progressive.
Oh, I think I broke my spleen. My parents were born in Germany. My father had 8 brothers and sisters. When my father found out that all his brothers and sisters were killed, he threw away everything that resembled religion, because his obvious reaction was, Where was God?
Express Flooring shocks the world. Now for a limited time, take up to 67% off carpet, tile, wood, and laminate flooring. 67% off. Call today for a free in-home shopping experience. I said free. Plus, buy now and have no interest until 2015. That's no interest until 2015, all backed by our free lifetime installation warranty. Express shocks the world and saves you 67%, but you must call now.
Call 800-EXPRESS.
Parents, are you frustrated with your child's education? Would you like to try something new but can't afford it? Arizona's new Empowerment Scholarship accounts help parents like you with a state-funded bank account that you control to help pay for education expenses like private school tuition, online classes, or books. 1 in 5 students now qualify, including those currently enrolled in a DRF-rated public school, special needs students, foster kids, and students in military families. Find out if you qualify. Go to www.azed.gov/ESA.
I'd love to own you, but my allergies wouldn't let me put your top down.
The power of Allegra. It relieves your toughest symptoms on the toughest pollen days. Only Allegra is both fast and non-drowsy.
Goodbye, symptoms. Hello, Dream Machine.
Allegra. Stop suffering. Start living.
Welcome back to Pets on Parade. We'll introduce you to our special pet in just a moment. But first, we want you to meet Jackie, a scruffy little dog with a bubbly personality and lots of energy. Perry's always bouncing around looking for something to get in the middle of. And most of the time it's family fun, but occasionally it's the dirty hamper. So you gotta watch out for that.
Well, actually, this guy's so smart. I think you could train him to do the laundry, so that's not such a bad thing.
Yeah.
He is very, very smart. He is leash trained and crate trained and house trained and everything trained. He is just one of these great looking, scruffy little terriers. Look at that face. He looks like a real Benji type of dog. And I'm sure he could be smart enough to be in the movies because he just has that kind of quality about him. He's 8 months old, so he's very much a puppy at this point and very, very active. But boy, he just loves everybody here in the studio, and he is very, very fun. And I think going to be just a blast for somebody to own.
He's so cute, so cute. Lots of puppy energy with that guy. Now, Bear here, on the other hand, is very gentle, very calm dog. He walks perfectly on the leash, and Lisa, he's a very, very well-mannered boy.
He is. He's very calm. He is a bigger dog. We've got him down as a lab border collie. And he's calm. He's only a year old, but he's very calm. And Perry was talking about Fox earlier. This is Fox's roommate for, we don't know if they're litter mates or if they just live together, but this dog did live with Fox, and he is good with other dogs, very well-mannered, and his status being changed to single and not having a family has really upset him here at the shelter. So if you can give Bear a home, or Bear and Fox a home, please come on down. They're friendly with dogs, so if you want to come down and meet him, he loves to play with the tennis ball. Very calm, nice big dog to add to anybody's family.
And a great walking partner, too. He is such a handsome boy. Thanks, Lisa. Now, this week's special pet is Munch, who has been waiting quite a while for someone special to walk into the shelter and give him that good forever home. Check out this guy hanging out with Perry. Perry, you've seen this guy for... He's been at the shelter since February 22nd, and you've hung out with him pretty much every weekend. What can you tell us about him?
Ashley, I have no idea why this guy's still at the shelter. He is just so much fun. He's adorable. He's got this long dachshund little body, but he's got like a kind of a German Shepherd head about him. He's a great size. He's not a large dog by any means, but he's not a small little dude. He's got some meat to him. He's a little bit stocky. He's a stray. We really don't know a lot about him, but he's just been so much fun. He's a barrel of energy. He just runs along. He's got a great little strut about him. He likes treats very, very, very much. And he just greets everybody at the shelter with a smile and a greeting at the kennel door. And he says, please take me home. Like you said, February 22nd is a long time for a doggy at our shelter. So this guy needs a home very, very badly. He's one of the old timers with us, believe it or not, at only 3 years of age. So please have it in your heart to come on down and give Munch a chance.
Oh, poor Munch. He's such a cutie. He's a little just, you know, he looks like a big dog, but he's got those short, squatty legs. I mean, he's just a character and looks like he jumped right out of a comic strip. Poor guy. Just a great personality. Give Munch a chance. Now, all of the pets on today's show are available at our Campus for Compassion. You can get more information about them by going on our website, azhumane.org, underneath the Pets on Parade tab, or you can call the number on your screen, 602-997-7585. Hopefully all of the pets on today's show will find that forever home. And don't forget about my friend Squeaky there. He has got to go home this weekend. Everyone have a great weekend, and we'll see you next week with more Pets on Parade.